All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we're going to be in the heavyweight division where we're still in the aftermath of one of the most humiliating debacles in the history of boxing. And that is Tyson Fury falling flat on his face in victory against Francis Ngannou. And after that, Deontay Wilder's camp talking about a fight between them and the Cameroon heavyweight former UFC champion Francis Ngannou. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the heavyweight division where we are talking about what is going to happen next in the heavyweight division now that Tyson Fury has humiliated boxing by coming in with a lackluster performance and getting dropped by a boxing novice by the name of Francis Ngannou. And now talks have begun between Francis and Deontay Wilder, the former WBC heavyweight champion. Both parties have spoke out about it, both Francis's side and Deontay's side. So we're going to get into that, man, and how, God don't like ugly, man. This is the way that I see it playing out. And when I think about how this will play out, or most likely will play out, God don't like ugly. Now, before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support, especially through times like this where you got to sit and have a bunch of MMA people come to my page or our page, leaving comments about Francis and his win over Tyson Fury and what it means and all of that nonsense. A bunch of nonsense about it. Calling boxing a fraud and how Francis had been robbed against Tyson Fury, and that shows that all of boxing has been a fraud. And just like a broken clock can be right twice a day, an MMA fan can be right about boxing. Every blue moon. In this particular instance, they have a point. However, it's not something to really bring to me because I've been saying this about Tyson Fury specifically for years now, because Tyson Fury is without a doubt a fraud. Not saying that he's not a very good boxer, that he's not a skilled boxer and all of the above, but he absolutely is one of the most blatant cheaters that there has been in the history of boxing. And it is my opinion that cheating, which came to understand was not allowed against Francis on the way into the fight, could very well have backfired in his performance. However, I got to tell you, I took great joy from seeing Tyson Fury put on his backside by Ngannou. And I think he got exactly what he deserved. Also, I'm very happy for Francis for having had that level of success. I don't think that he should be too upset that he didn't get the win. He made a lot of increased his name value and all that immensely. But we will see if he follows through with an opportunity to box again, or whether he goes back to the PFL and does MMA again. There has been discussion, and this came from Malik Scott, who is the trainer of Deontay Wilder, as well as the people out of Francis's Ngannou's camp, that discussions had begun about a fight with Deontay Wilder. Now, this is not new because that was the original group of people that were talking to Francis about making a crossover fight, a boxing match and an MMA fight. Deontay Wilder had been training or has been training in MMA, and said, hey, if you box me, I'll fight you in the octagon, ring for the octagon, right? Tyson Fury, from what I see, jumped into the middle of it, offered, got Saudis to offer a ton of money for it, and by goes the fight for Deontay Wilder. But again, like I said in the start of the video, God don't like ugly, and Tyson Fury will never, ever be considered after that performance one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, because there's no way in the world, if he's that, he allows himself to come in that type of flabby, ridiculous shape that he came in, which he's been doing and getting away with for several fights. He also would not have had to elbow an MMA fighter like that so blatantly and so obviously in the front of everybody that watched the bout, nor would he have got dropped on his backside by a guy like, and I know they say Ngannou is one of the most heavy punchers ever and all of that. I got it. But still, it doesn't matter. He's not a boxer, and he dropped that man and he's dancing over the top of his head like that. Sorry, brother, you're out of the equation. Now, will Francis fight Deontay Wilder, which I'm telling you right now is an entirely different ball of wax than fighting Tyson Fury if you are Ngannou, because as big and as powerful as you guys say he is with the punches, Deontay Wilder is every bit, and I highly doubt not a bigger puncher. I highly doubt that he is not a bigger puncher, especially in 16 ounce, in whatever the gloves that those guys are in a boxing ring. Deontay Wilder is a much more experienced boxer. He has many more weapons in a boxing ring, and he also has something Tyson Fury's never had, which is the ability to absolutely lay somebody out with one punch. What Tyson Fury has is a lot of, he's a good boxer. He can fight from the outside. He's got good feints. I'm not getting aboard with all these idiots out here talking about Tyson Fury, what Tyson Fury can't do in the ring and how he doesn't know how to do this and he doesn't know how to do that. Man, Tyson Fury knows how to do that stuff. Tyson Fury just jumped in there, just thought it was a joke and a gimmick, trying to get over and get a bunch of money, got greedy and got busted, got busted and was unable to grapple, because he was nowhere near strong enough to grapple and pull down and do all the other type of stuff that he usually does to smaller guys, to somebody that's experienced in grappling and is just as big as he is and not big and fat or hanging off his body, but it was a lean 275 pounder. Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, will be a completely different story. And Deontay Wilder is going to come into that bout watching what Francis does and treating him with respect by preparing for him in a respectful manner, having a game plan, looking to do something to him. And more than likely, Francis is going to wind up knocked unconscious on that ground. I don't know when it will happen, because with Deontay Wilder, it can happen in the first, it can happen in the 10th, it can happen in the 12th. It doesn't matter. It can happen, especially the way that Francis followed Tyson Fury around. That is almost a recipe for getting snoozed with Deontay Wilder. But anyway, I hope that they make the bout. I would love to see it. I think it would be good, especially if it's a scenario where they can be fair about it, and Deontay Wilder will fight Francis in an octagon, provided he's been training and training in the discipline. And I think Deontay probably will cross over to that sport very, very well for one or two fights, get his money, and all of that cheating Tyson Fury did can come out and wind up paying Deontay Wilder back for what he went through tenfold. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.